Hey, welcome to Keugrammar one more time. Today I'm going to talk about how I practice English for 30 minutes every day. To know the secret, watch the video until the end. I always wanted to speak English fluently, but I didn't know where to start. Every time I tried, I felt nervous, and I thought I needed someone to practice with. But then, I realized something important: I didn't need anyone else. I could practice on my own and still see great results. The secret was simple: I had to speak in English for at least 30 minutes every day. At first, speaking for 30 minutes a day sounded difficult. My tongue felt heavy, my mind searched for words, and my sentences were broken. But I decided to keep going. I told myself that if I made it a habit, it would get easier. My tongue would adjust to the sounds, my brain would start thinking in English, and my confidence would grow. I had to find different ways to make this practice fun and effective. Every morning, I started by talking about my day. As soon as I woke up, I would describe what I was doing. I am waking up. The sun is shining through my window. I am stretching my arms. It didn't have to be perfect. The goal was to speak. Throughout the day, I kept talking. I am making coffee. It smells good. I will sit down and drink it slowly. These simple sentences made English feel like a natural part of my routine. When I went outside, I described everything I saw. The sky is blue. There are a few white clouds. A dog is barking. A man is riding a bicycle. If I was in my kitchen, I did the same. I am cooking rice. The steam is rising. The food smells delicious. This habit made my brain think in English without effort. I also learned that I could have conversations with myself. I asked myself questions and answered them. How do I feel today? I feel happy because I am learning something new. What will I do tomorrow? Tomorrow, I will practice speaking English again. Sometimes, I pretended I was at a restaurant. Hello. I would like to order a pizza. What kind of pizza would you like? A cheese pizza, please. It felt silly at first, but it helped me gain confidence. Another habit that improved my speaking was reading aloud. I picked up a simple book and read it out loud. At first, my pronunciation was unclear, but as I practiced, it got better. When I found a new word, I looked up its meaning and repeated it until it felt natural. The sun is shining brightly. She is reading a book in the garden. Reading aloud every day made my speech smoother. I also recorded my voice. This was the hardest part because I felt shy hearing myself speak. But I knew it was important. I chose a topic, spoke for a few minutes, and then listened to my recording. Do I sound clear? Am I speaking too fast or too slow? If I wasn't happy, I tried again. Over time, I noticed my mistakes and improved them. One of my favorite methods was talking to a mirror. I stood in front of it and spoke in English. Hello, how are you today? I am doing great. I learned a new word today. The word is confident. It means feeling sure about yourself. I want to be confident when I speak English. Looking at myself while speaking helped me feel more comfortable and expressive. I also used a technique called shadowing. I listened to a short video or podcast in English and repeated what I heard. If the speaker said, "I love learning English," I paused the video and said the same sentence, copying the pronunciation and rhythm. This made me sound more natural. Technology also helped me practice. I used AI tools like Google Assistant and Siri. I asked questions and listened to the answers. "Hey Google, what is the weather today?" "It is sunny with a high of 25 degrees. Then, I repeated the answer in my own words. This made speaking practice interactive and fun. Sometimes, I told myself stories. I thought of a simple memory and described it in English. Last summer, I went to the beach. The water was cool. I played with my friends. We ate ice cream. It was a great day. This helped me practice past tense and made my speech more fluid. I knew I had to challenge myself, so I set a goal to speak in English for 30 minutes every day. I used a timer to track my progress. If 30 minutes felt too long, I started with 10 minutes and increased it slowly. To keep it interesting, I divided my time, 10 minutes talking about my day, 10 minutes reading aloud, and 10 minutes telling a story. This way, I never felt bored. At first, I was afraid of making mistakes. I felt shy and nervous. But then, I reminded myself that mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes. I decided not to let fear stop me. I started practicing in private, where no one could hear me. Over time, my confidence grew, and speaking English felt easier. Looking back, I realize how much I have improved. Speaking English alone for 30 minutes every day changed my fluency. I didn't need a partner or a teacher. I only needed time and a good routine. By talking about my day, describing what I saw, reading aloud, and recording my voice, I made English a part of my life. Mirror practice, storytelling, and shadowing made it more fun. The more I practiced, the more natural it felt. If you want to speak English fluently, start today. Speak for 30 minutes every day. At first, it may feel strange, but keep going. Soon, your words will flow smoothly, your confidence will grow, and English will feel easy. You can do it. Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun with it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.